Hey everybody, this is Mike Broadhurst with the Carolina Realty Group and the Broadhurst Group. It's Market Mondays for Bluffton, South Carolina, June 28th. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers. This week I'd like to diverge a little bit from our normal presentation, which is the weekly numbers for the market. And the reason why is late last week, the Island Packet, our local newspaper, did an article about the market and was talking about, specifically on the island, the reduction in inventory. And I felt like that really didn't tell the whole story about what's going on Hilton Head, nor, for that matter, Bluffton. So I want to talk about specifically Bluffton this week. Frequently, we talk about inventory and the number of sales and the way values have gone up in the area. And I think sometimes it can appear that our inventory is down, but surprisingly, when you look at the real numbers, inventory is actually up. Through the middle part of June this year, we've had 1,022 properties come to the market in Bluffton. Last year, through the same time period, we had 750 properties come on the market. Now, that could be a little misleading also because of COVID and its impact and how the economy shut down. So if we even go back to the year before, 2019, we can see a big disparity between the number of properties coming on the market this year and even compared to 2019, when 883 properties came on the market during the same time. And just go back a year before that, which is 2018, 823 properties came on the market. So just to point this out again, this year we've had 1,022 properties come on the market. That's quite a bit more inventory than we've had in the previous years. The big change for Bluffton has been the number of transactions. This year to date, we've had 1,092 properties go under contract. Last year, at this point of the year, 751. Again, thinking last year was a bit of an anomaly, let's go back to 2019. 838 properties went under contract. In 2018, we had 814 properties go under contract. Looking at the number of properties that have sold so far this year through June 15th, 915 properties have sold in Bluffton. That compares to 645 this time last year and 734 in 2019, 736 in 2018. Those numbers are way up. What's even more interesting is that the average sales price, everyone knows that the average sales price of property is going up. Is this really that much extraordinarily different this year than it was last year or the year before? Let's take a look at the numbers. This year, the average sales price of a property in Bluffton, $497,000. Last year, $445,000, and the year before, $402,000. And go back to 2018, the average sales price, $324,000. So what's that look like from an appreciation standpoint? Well, in the last year, values have gone up 11%. But the difference between values in 2020 and 2019 was actually 10.5%. Really not that far off from what we've experienced this year. And the year before, 24%. In other words, values went up in 2019 compared to 2018, the average sales price, by 24%. The point I'm trying to make for this week, and to just keep you abreast of what's going on, is that the thing that's driving our market is extraordinary demand. We do have the inventory to keep up and maintain in a normal market, but this is not a normal market. The amount of buyers coming to the market is far surpassing anything that we've experienced, not only recently, but over the past 25 years. Demand is up, and as demand is up, prices are up. People ask me quite a bit, Mike, what do you think is going to happen with the market? When will it slow down? Will we start to lose value? There's nothing on the horizon that's telling us that we're going to have some huge price adjustment in the value of real estate here on Hilton Head Island. Actually, there's so much demand that it's very likely that if we don't continue at these appreciation levels, the worst thing that could happen would be that prices would become flat. That's not likely to happen. The other thing that might change our scenario here on the island would be increasing interest rates. As I've said before on Market Mondays, and I'll say it again, every 1% change in interest rate increases your mortgage payment by 13%. So if interest rates go up, that could reduce the number of qualified buyers coming to our market, and it could slow the market down. But right now, that's not happening. Interest rates are steady. They're still below 3%. Inventory is still plentiful, and we have lots of demand. Everyone, thanks for watching us this week. If you like what you've seen, please like it on the Facebook page and maybe even share it. We'll talk to you next week. If you have any questions, you'd like to get your house appraised, CMA, you'd like to know what it's worth, give us a call, 843-837-7773. Thanks everybody, see you next week.